Crazy K, this one's for you. You got a 50 milliliter burette filled with sodium hydroxide, NaOH. We're given the concentration of NaOH as 0.10 molarity. We can also write that as moles per liter. You use that to titrate an unknown concentration of hydrochloric acid, HCl. Let's just say it took 30.50 milliliters of your base to neutralize the hydrochloric acid. By the way, don't forget to estimate a digit. That's known as significant figures. In other words, your volume measurement with your burette should have 2 decimal places. Okay, so you have your concentration of sodium hydroxide. You know how much of it you used. Therefore, we can calculate how many moles were used to titrate your acid. Here, let me show you. Start with your concentration, 0.10 moles per liter. Now let me use a conversion factor to turn that into milliliters, because that's the unit you use to measure your volume. Now we can multiply that by your volume of NaOH to find the number of moles that you used of your NaOH. If you use those numbers, we get 0.00305 moles of NaOH was used in your titration. Now let's take a moment and step back and see what's going on. In our overall reaction, we have HCl, that's the stuff in your flask, and then we added the NaOH, that's the stuff in the burette. Well, let's see what happens when they mix. The hydrochloric acid in your flask is completely dissolved into H plus ions and Cl minus ions. It's those H plus ions in there that's making the solution acidic, hence the name hydrochloric acid. Now the sodium hydroxide in your burette is also completely dissociated into sodium ions and hydroxide ions. Pause for a minute, and what do you think we get when we mix these two solutions? H plus OH minus, that just gives us water, which there's plenty of. And then we also get sodium chloride, that's salt, but in that water is completely dissolved into sodium ions and chloride ions. We don't care about any of that. What we care about is how much hydrogen ions was originally in your acid solution. Because these two react in a 1-to-1 mole ratio, if we know how many moles of sodium hydroxide reacted, we also know how many moles of hydrochloric acid must have been in there. And what do you know? We just calculated that. We added 0.00305 moles of sodium hydroxide to completely neutralize our acid. Therefore, we must have also had 0.00305 moles of hydrochloric acid in your unknown solution. Great! We have the moles of hydrochloric acid. Guess what else we have? We have the volume of hydrochloric acid. That was 50.00 milliliters, according to your lab. To turn that into molarity, we need moles per liter. Now, if you're not good at turning milliliters into liters by moving the decimal over 3 places, that's fine. Let's use our friend, the conversion factor. Set it up so the milliliters cancel out, and we're left with the desired unit on the other side, which is liters. Punch, punch. We need 3 significant figures. The concentration of our unknown hydrochloric acid solution is 0.0610 moles per liter, or molarity. Fantastic. Let's move right into part 2. We're asked to calculate the pH of our unknown hydrochloric acid solution. Well, great news. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. That means it completely dissociates. It completely separates into H plus and Cl minus ions. In other words, whatever concentration of HCl you have is the concentration of the H plus ion. All we need to do is take the negative log of the hydrogen ion concentration. which we just calculated. Now, does that answer make sense? Is hydrochloric acid, we should expect a pH lower than 7. It sure does. Now let me show you a shortcut. A much faster way to solve these type of titration problems is to use M1 times V1 is equal to M2 times V2. And we can do this because the number of moles are equal to each other between the acid and the base. The mole ratios are the same. Recall that concentration and molarity is moles per liter. And if we rearrange this to solve for moles, we get molarity times volume. Well, if the number of moles is a constant, in other words, not changing, then we can say M1 times V1 is equal to M2 times V2. Let's see what this looks like. For a hydrochloric acid, we knew the original volume. That was 50.00 milliliters. What we were asked to find is the concentration, the molarity. So let's put a question mark there. Now for the sodium hydroxide, the molarity was given to us as 0.10. We also have the volume of the NaOH solution. That's the part that was titrated. All right, for you, that might have been 30.50 milliliters. Let's rearrange this to solve for the concentration of our unknown hydrochloric acid. We get the same answer. Good luck on the rest of your lab assignment.